Just how important is talking to babies and toddlers? Is it important at all? I'll be discussing this and giving you some ideas about what you might want to say to them in this video. Welcome to Grow Together, Learn Together. My name's Mel. I'm an early childhood educator and primary school teacher, and I'm really excited to share with you some of my experience and knowledge when it comes to raising children. Is it important to talk to babies and toddlers? Actually, it's really important to talk to babies from the very beginning. Talking with your babies and toddlers helps them with language acquisition and communication in general, as well as with their growth and their development. The more you talk with your babies and toddlers, the bigger their vocabulary will be when they begin to speak. The more you talk with them, the more they will understand the meaning of words and when to say those words. But I do get it. It's actually kind of weird talking to babies. They don't talk back. It might feel silly or like you're talking to yourself. But in a few weeks, they will begin to respond. True, not in words, but ignore those cute little baby sounds. But if you're not really sure what to say, you could begin by just narrating your day. If you're going down to the shops, let's go to the shops. If you're in the park, you could say, well, here we are in the park. Isn't it pretty? Look at all of these tall trees. I wonder if any birds live there, or any animals. Maybe there's a squirrel or a possum. Your baby is listening to you and making connections between what you're doing and what they're seeing and experiencing. Another example is when you're changing their nappy. Talk to them and tell them that you're changing their nappy. The more they start to hear words like nappy, or tree, or squirrel, or breakfast, or bottle, or toast, or book, the more words they will know when they eventually start to speak. Talking is communicating, but there are lots of ways to communicate. Facial expressions, gestures, tone, these are all ways that we communicate what we feel and what we mean. When we spend time with our babies and toddlers, they're watching us and observing all of this information. They're learning about how to communicate. But communication isn't just talking, it's listening to and responding. So, listen and respond to your babies and toddlers. Sure, at the moment they're mostly just making sounds, but the thing is, that's actually really, really important. The sounds that they're making is them practicing talking. They're learning how to make the sounds that they hear when you talk to them. They're learning how to get their mouths and their tongues into the right positions to make those sounds. Encourage them by responding to them. Leave space for them to respond to you. If you ask how they are, leave a space so that they can actually respond to you. It might be gibberish for now, but they're learning that communication is to and fro, give and take, listening as well as speaking. Talking to babies is really important because it forms the basis of their communication skills. Studies have shown that children with families that take the time to speak to them have a greater understanding of language, a greater ability to learn new words, and eventually a head start when it comes to reading and writing. So that's my very brief discussion about how talking to babies and toddlers is really important for their language acquisition and development. I also want to mention that spending time to talk and communicate with your babies is super important for building that love and connection. Building a strong attachment with your babies is really important for their overall growth and development. Everything is tied up in this attachment. Their ability to form relationships and friendships, their ability to learn all throughout their lives, how safe and protected they feel, their willingness to try new things, their resilience and ability to get back up and try again. Talking and communicating with your baby is a really awesome way to build this attachment. For example, think about your friendships. How do you build those friendships and keep them steady? You spend time with your friends, go out for coffee, drinks, dinner, talking. It's the same with babies. Talking with them will build that relationship I'll go into more detail about building strong attachments in later videos, but for now, I just want to bring your attention to the importance of talking with your babies for those attachments. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found it valuable and interesting. If you did, please hit like, consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications of when I post videos. See you later!